Crazy.
I just put us live. Yeah, dude, he really is, man. I'm pretty sure he blocked me over there because he wasn't answering my any more of my questions. He's such a coward.
What a nut. I didn't even
Hey,
know
give
Michael
me one
Douglas
second.
left.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop a link over for our guest. I'm still waiting on him, but he was very
All right.
clear that he was gonna be here, so I'm gonna invite him.
All right. Hello, chat. All right. While my brother is getting our special guest, I'm going to clear up a few things. First things first. On the CPS call that he is lying about, at no time have my brother or I called CPS on Cecil. We called an investigative service subject to the police for pressing charges for the slander that he has committed against myself and my brother, calling us pedophiles and criminals. The ludicrous claims of us being in his community, in his town, among other things. And the investigation unit sent a CPS worker to the school in order to locate the unnamed child that was displayed on his stream to verify whether or not he was a creep, because we felt as though the parents of that child were unaware that 7 years ago Cecil had made a childhood testimony video, aka confession video, admitting to molesting two children ages 9 and 10 for several years until he was caught by his sister and told on by his sister. Confirmed, by the way. Cecil is an immediate threat to children that are not his own. He makes it very clear, even in the video where he's confessing to crimes, that the children were not related to him in any way.
Sorry about that,
He's
guys.
he's a danger to the community. He's a danger to children that aren't his. He claims that my brother and I called CPS. We did not. We called investigative service. The investigative service took our testimony of what we were saying, along with the videos that we said we had, and they opened an investigation through CPS on their own. We did not speak with a social worker. Had we spoken with a social worker, the visit that he had would have been very differently planned because it would have been an unannounced visit. He at least had a notification that they wanted to see him. Prior to them coming out to see them, he made a video claiming that he moved the cameras because he knew what we reported to the CPS worker. Well, we didn't report to it. We reported to an investigative service that happens to be available in Covington, Kentucky. That service notifies the police and notifies protective services, which I was unaware of. However, the visit needed to happen in the first place because Cecil needs a health and welfare check, not his kid. Cecil himself needs a health and welfare check. Anybody that pulls a gun out and puts it on his lap because somebody calls him a shameful person as they're driving by is a danger to society. That is not a legitimate reason to pull a weapon out and put it on your lap because somebody said something. Oh my God. That's a perfect example of why you are an irresponsible gun owner. Period. I don't know who Scooter is. We didn't get Scooter involved. We've never contacted Scooter. Scooter got involved on his own, as did Krusty, as did recently Mick Dunn or whatever his name is, has
Yeah,
left
McDonough.
Cecil again because Cecil targeted somebody that happens to be good friends with Mick Dunn. That's on Cecil. We didn't do that. We didn't make those videos. He made those videos. Cecil has an uncanny ability to not keep his cock holster closed and creates problems for himself by telling more and more stories. Like when he's talking about the sleepwalking and how the sleepwalking doesn't pose a risk to anybody in his family because he has it medicated. But he's been known to tickle, and he slipped up and said Zandra and then corrected himself and said his wife's girlfriend's name, feet, in his sleep. Yeah, that's completely normal behavior. Completely normal behavior. Everything, the bathtub streams, lying about the bathtub streams, and then trying to come out and explain why bathtub streams are okay because Run DMC and uh, other famous stars have done it. Well, here's the thing about Cecil. One, you're not famous, at least for anything good. Two, none of those people ever made a childhood testimony video attesting to the fact that you had sexual relations as a babysitter at 16 years old with a 9 and 10-year-old. So that's probably why their bathtub streams aren't looked at badly. When your channel is trying to target children and entice children to watch while you're doing bathtub streams, that poses a okay. Cecil also seems to think that once we go to court, my brother, that once we go to court, that he doesn't think the courts are gonna want to verify video evidence.
Oh, of course they are.
You got something
Yeah, of
playing in the
course they are.
background,
I do here.
or maybe it's me.
What does it sound like?
It was me. All right.
Okay.
So Cecil, everybody that we've learned to contact has come from Cecil. Cecil gives us John Gideon. We didn't know anything about a John Gideon until Cecil something about John Gideon. And the way Cecil outs people is he blames them for his crime, right? So John Gideon is the
Right.
real person that stole medicine from his cabinets and is the real person that was reading children's panty drawers, but yet evidence was found on Cecil. So Cecil, being the good guy that he is, my brother, is willing to take a fall for somebody, to go to prison for somebody, and have his parole revoked for somebody, that somebody doesn't get in trouble, but yet seven throwing that
Yeah.
same somebody under the bus.
Yeah, that
I
ain't
don't know
gonna
about you,
happen.
brother, but I mean, I wouldn't take a charge for somebody.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't. And then he basically accused one of his former coworkers of, and the fact that he even used this is laughable, by trying to put them to sleep by putting Visine drops in their drinks so that he could take the women back to his place and have his way with them. I think a lot of us have done office pranks in the past. We know what Visine drops in drinks do, right? It doesn't put anybody to sleep, my friend.
Right.
Visine gives you the shits, my friend. It gives you the Hershey squirts. Yeah, it doesn't put you to sleep. So
Yeah.
he made that claim on that guy. I don't even know if that claim. I don't know what this guy is, or what this guy's done with Cecil or by Cecil or around Cecil. I have no idea if any of that's true. What I do know is that every single person that Cecil has come in contact that has come forward, Cecil has told the same story from a supposed edited video of the things that he's done with two kids, because to Cecil, it is some sort of a conquest. It's some sort of a medal of honor for him to be able to say, "Oh, I had sex with a 9 or 10 year old when I was 16 years old because I was babysitting them, and it was awesome because they were two hot little kids. And what are you going to do but give in to the lust?" Now he was confessing this shit to a person he worked with before that video ever became public.
That's right.
Think about that.
Yeah, because
So how is it
he
fake now?
admitted he admitted to having videos on his confession long before the confession. And there in Daisy on Daisy's channel, she even has another video where Cecil's talking about falling for the lust. That's another
Falling for
that's
the
another
lust.
time he confessed. Yep. So he'd been talking about this for a
So
while.
yeah. So I can assure Cecil that I did not call CPS. I can also assure Cecil that everything I'm doing is above board and legal. I am
Yep.
reporting you for crimes that you have committed in a state that does not have a statute of limitations. I'm going through the law. I can file those complaints, and if the investigator feels that those complaints are valid, they can open up an internal investigation and do their own things that they do. I have nothing to do with who they send to your house or how they
Exactly.
conduct their investigation. All I'm providing them is my sworn testimony on a document, along with access to your 279 videos of your harassment and exploitation of children. And that includes Logan. And if Logan wants to get involved, and I think him and his mother should,
Yep.
this includes you showing up to an underage child's house without parental consent to confront a minor who offended you verbally online. No statute of limitations, Cecil. I'm not here to play stupid games and win stupid prizes. I'm here to conduct true testimony of what I've witnessed, along with anybody else that wants to give their testimony of the things that you have done, the things that you have admitted to, and I'm going to hold you accountable until I've exhausted all legal, within the law, ramifications of accountability for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why wouldn't he ever just admit that he grew up a hard life. Maybe he made a mistake, took some accountability for his actions, and moved on from this thing. Why would he constantly lie and try to hide and cover up? And then it's just crazy how much more has been uncovered. Because like you've said many
Mhm.
times in the past, if it was just that one video, we wouldn't be here right now.
I'd be done.
Okay.
I would already be done if it was just that confession video. But it's the
We
fact that he's made videos about Logan. He's made videos about Logan's girlfriend. He's made videos about our children. He's talked about us. He's called us pedophiles. He's called us criminals. He's called us
yeah,
drug addicts. He's called us rapists. He's called us
he called
many things.
he called Scooter a cheese pizza
Yeah.
yesterday. I about couldn't believe it because he doesn't know anything about Scooter. Scooter is new to the game. You know, I mean, he's already done an enormous amount of work, but I mean, it's just crazy. Cecil will slang that word around. He'll throw that word around literally on anybody. But yet we're the ones slandering him. But we're the ones with the receipts. We're the ones with the evidence. Um, it just blows my mind how dumb he is.
Yeah.
He needs taught a lesson. He needs taught a lesson. There's
Yep.
no statute of limitations in Kentucky. Look at the guy from that '70s show. That was 20, what was that, 20 years ago he committed those crimes, but because the victims came forward, they gave him 30 years. Cecil,
Yeah.
you have had maybe even worse crime. You've committed worse crimes because your crimes are involving children, kidnapping, SA.
All we need is one witness from his past that he's worked with or said
Right.
things with that he's confessed the same thing to. It's called collaborating witness to go with his verbal video testimony, which, again, Cecil, I know you're stupid, but I didn't think you were this stupid. If I'm saying there's video evidence of you confessing to something and I present that to the court's not going to throw the video out and be like, no. They're going to want to verify it because your counterclaim is that the video is fake. So if we have you saying the video is fake, but somebody you've worked with in your past saying, no, he said these things to me too, That's why I made
Yeah.
this or this or this about him. And then we combine that with testimony from a former coworker, and then we combine that with the fact that you showed up at an underage child's house without the parents' consent and sent your girlfriend to go and rectify things, by the way. And then we
Right.
combine that with the video, they're going to want to authenticate the video. And now Krusty authenticated it, and I get it. Krusty did a great job. It's exactly
He
what
did.
we paid for when we sent it out to the agencies that do it for the FBI. But unfortunately, that won't be admissible. What will be admissible is whatever the courts send it out to. And they're going to come up with the same thing that Krusty came up with. They're going to come
Yep.
up with the same thing that the agency that we paid came up with, which is the fact that it's an authentic video. He said these things in those orders in that capacity. He said those things. And what's also going to help, because Cecil, and I've said this numerous times, correct me if I'm wrong, he has an inability to keep his cock holster shut and constantly gives new evidence to the things that he's done or is doing. And that is, he's made over 200 videos admitting to various details of the crime, either denying the crime, admitting to the crime, or coming up with an excuse with his girlfriend and his little sidekick, Queen Tasty,
Mm-hmm.
reasons behind the crime. You're sitting in the back of a truck and somebody picks up an underage child and you don't report that. Interesting. You're sitting in a house
Hey,
cleaning and
random.
you're peering through a crack watching your boss go through underwear, but you didn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, you're
Everything,
watching your boss sexually assault a random little girl off the side of the road, but you just don't do anything about it.
yeah. He has people in his own town that know who he is now. And
Mm-hmm.
that the thing that he likes to confuse the two to try to sway people into his court is the fact that he goes, oh, well, they're just doing this for views. I don't think you get the views that we want. I don't care if this video that we're making right now gets 5 views. What I care about is that when your name comes up in the search button, that the confession video and the crimes that you've committed come up, because more and more people like Scooter and more people like Mitt and more people like Krusty will come forward and be like, wait a minute, let me look at this objectively. And when they do, again, Cecil only goes after people that disagree with his statements. As long as you agree with him, you can talk in his chat all day long.
Right.
Cecil feels as though everything he's done in life is okay because in his mind, it's okay to treat a 10 or 11-year-old like they have the capacity of an 18 or 19-year-old to make decisions. Even with the video with his daughter and the friend, they said it was okay for me to put them on stream. Well, you can give consent for your daughter, but who the fuck are you to give consent for somebody else's kid? What, you think that that kid can give you consent because they're okay with it? That's not how it works, Cecil. And I know for a fact that that kid's parent has no clue that you've admitted to molesting children 7 years ago. No fucking clue. Because any good parent in their right mind would not be putting kids around you. And that goes for your sister too, who's clearly not in her right mind. Because she knows
Yeah.
what you fucking did. She's admitted to what you fucking did. Just recently, within the last 14 days, agreed that what you did was undefendable and still sends her kids to your house.
Yeah, and I want to speak on something about that too. If you listen to Cecil's videos, he in one of the last videos where he talks about Rosie, he claims that the girls tried to touch Rosie too, but he said that it was when Rosie had the girls in the shower with her. My question is, why would you have those girls in the shower with you? I think these girls were, I don't even want to say it. I think these girls were abused by his whole family, everybody around them. That's, and I hate saying it, guys, but um, that's what I'm feeling. You know, if somebody ever comes out on him, you guys are going to see it's going to be like the layers of an onion. It's just going to keep one person after another after another. The dominoes are going to fall.
Yep. I am not gonna. I've gone CPS or whatever you want to call it, investigative services, 2 times in my entire time on YouTube. One time with that fat lady and that skinny dude. I don't even know what their fucking names are at this point anymore. Uh, that were abusing their kids. He abused the kid. He got arrested for it. He was putting cigarettes out on them. They were stuffing their faces while the kids were hungry. What eating? I called on that. That's a reportable thing.
Mm.
And Cecil, because you're admitting to crimes, and up until the time that you brought that child on YouTube to verify that you're not, or am I creepy to you? Am I creepy to you while defending yourself against sexual assault allegations? That's a reportable offense because you're committing a crime. You're putting that child in a situation they don't need to be in. Why are you even discussing that with a 10-year-old? Why are you discussing stuff like that with a 10-year-old that's not yours? That makes
Yeah.
sense?
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm still waiting on him,
Anything further?
brother. Here.
Has he responded yet?
No.
Uh, he's probably asleep still. You know
No,
those youngins.
he was. Yeah, I spoke with him earlier this morning. I spoke with him last night. Um, I'll tell you what. This is what it sounds like to me. He seems like a good dude to me, but it sounds like he doesn't have much. I don't know if he's ever jumped on a panel or a stream before, so I don't know. Sometimes that can kind of. I don't know. He really.
Who
I came out of nowhere, you know.
who is
So
this? Let me address that because that's a good point. So he claims, first of all, he filmed and or took a picture of the CPS worker, which is a violation of Kentucky law. So that information will be updated Monday. I have to wait for the office to open. That's the first thing. The second thing is the report is FOIA. So you can find out what they said. And what they said was he didn't have enough adequate food for three people you have to have food for three people. It's 5 days of food that could feed three people for 5 days. If you don't have that, it's they see it as a violation and as far as CPS goes. So you do have to go shopping. It's not a severe violation because he did have food, but he didn't have enough food for 5 days. And they also cited him for failure to provide adequate privacy for preteen, which is, if you noticed, when he was live streaming again, because he's an idiot, he has some sort of curtain thing up on his daughter's door now. You guys notice that? The other thing that I noticed was he did
right.
make a stream prior to the social worker coming out because they made an appointment, which again, that's how you know it's not a CPS report. Like if I filed a CPS report, it would be an unannounced visit. You don't get to plan for it. So he made a video saying, and I know you guys talked about the cameras, so they've been moved. Okay, that's going to be useful information for people because if we were to lodge a CPS complaint, which I think is going to have to be my next step, it's the fact that he had cameras. They were pointing towards his daughter's room. They were catching underage minors on camera, dressed as though they weren't on camera. Because I mean, why would you expect somebody to be filming you in the fucking kitchen,
Yeah.
right? Why would you expect that? So you're gonna dress the way you dress in your house, which is normal for most people. And of course, he caught it on film. And then, of course, the fact that his girlfriend is on camera taking her tits out. uh, None of which I don't even think he's deleted those. So I mean, that's on again. He has an incapacity to understand the stupidity of it because he thinks that he could just do it and get away with it because he's Cecil and he can just blame. Oh, I didn't know the camera was pointing at my wife girlfriend while she was getting undressed, even though you deliberately moved the camera in that direction. But okay, seems legit. Coupled with you saying you moved the cameras prior to the investigator coming out, coupled with the fact that we have videos of you admitting to molesting children, coupled with the fact we have videos of you threatening to shoot people in the face, coupled with the fact of you pulling your gun out at somebody calling you a shameful person, which is what you are. That's a fact. You are a shameful person.
Shameful. Hey,
So,
quick update. He contacted me. He's tending to some family stuff right this second. I told him we're live. I said, hey, should we hang on for you, or we're gonna have to do this another time? So I'm hoping he's gonna say stay live.
Okay, works for me. I got a little bit of time. So, yeah, I mean, again, uh, the people that know me, they for real know me, like have seen me, met me, or talked with me on the phone. I don't just go off the cuff and start, chasing random people down for no reason whatsoever. This guy, over the 7 years, has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that he is definitely a scumbag that robs children of their innocence. Uh, at this time, and my brother can attest to that, I have not seen any evidence that he is currently molesting children. What I do see is that he poses a risk towards children that aren't his. And what I mean by that is he puts them in situations or discusses things around them that are inappropriate for their age group and not his
Right.
responsibility to be discussing around them because they're not his kids. God damn, that thing is ugly. I'm sorry, but if that fucking thing rolled up next to me, I'd burn everything I'm in and run.
Are you talking about my snake?
Yeah, I'm talking about your fucking snake. Fuck that shit.
Oh, I forgot you don't like snakes.
I There's many things I like in this world. Reptiles is one of the things I strongly dislike. They scare the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the most friendly snake I've ever had. But not everybody likes
It's
reptiles, man. I understand that.
it's not just that he's too scared to violate children with all the heat on him. It's the fact that he doesn't have access to children that aren't his. And
That's
that's
it.
why I kind of held off on doing any kind of reports. But once he brought that kid on stream to start asking those crazy ass questions,
Yeah.
um, that's where my concern, because now he has access to a child that's not his, to a parent that probably has no clue uh, what he's doing.
That changed for me. That kind of changed everything because okay, now this thing, I mean, he's doing this right in front
Hold
of
on,
our
let me
eyes.
fix my speaker here.
He's doing it right in front of our eyes. You know, he's bringing an innocent underage girl into his sick world. I mean, indirectly involving her. Directly involving her. That ain't right. That shit ain't right. So that's what he's doing. If he's willing to do that much in front of everybody in public, what's he willing to do behind closed doors? You know, that's where my worry comes in.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a Facebook call. I'm meeting with a friend I haven't seen in years. I can't say where I am because then I'll be accused of stalking. So, but yeah, so
No, you're fine. You're fine. I appreciate you being here, man.
no problem. I
I
got to
gotta
go in a little
apologize
bit
too.
to meet with this friend.
That's understood. I gotta apologize too because I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying here to get people. I'm just gonna tell you guys. Um, it's not always easy lining people up to talk. Logan was super easy. He was on it. Um, John Gideon was a little bit harder. The arresting officer was a little bit harder. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's just hey, he's got family stuff. You know, he's seems like a family man. He's got children, so we all understand that. What's up, Witchy? Let's see here.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I'm sorry to leave you hanging. I do got to go to meet with this friend I haven't seen in years, but I
You're
wanted
fine,
to
brother.
end it with my statement with this, which is this: um, everybody that is good, decent human being understands that yes, at 16 years old, he was not an adult, but he was at an age and having a responsibility of a position of authority to know the difference between right and wrong. And as he's admitted in future videos, like I said, it's not just the confession video, it's future videos that he's made trying to excuse away the previous video. He fell for the lust, which means you knew it was wrong. If you're thinking of the word lust, you knew it was wrong and you still did it. You robbed these children of their innocence in a state that has no statute of limitations. You've targeted children like Logan and his girlfriend. You've gone to these children's houses without their parental consent. You've had a child on your street without parental consent.
That's right.
These parents don't know the things that you've admitted to in the videos that you've made. Half these people probably have never even watched YouTube. And you're putting their children in situations and then blaming the children. That's my big beef with you. If you had just come out, even if you come out now and say, look, I fucked up. I was a horrible individual growing up. I'm a better person now. I might be able to fucking move the fuck on. But you don't
It'd
even
make a
have
big
that
difference.
capacity
It'd make a big
because
difference.
in your mind, you think you did nothing wrong. You think you've done nothing wrong.
Right, and
Why do you think it's
that's it. Yeah.
all right, brother? I apologize. I got to get going. So if he comes up, just send me a text and I can hop on from the truck or something.
Listen, brother, it is going to happen today. He told me it's going to happen today. So, depending on if you're not busy or not, I'll let you know and you can come back up with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just send me a quick text, and if it's the same link, I can just click on the link and access it from the phone.
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming on here. I apologize, guys. I'm doing my best
Oh,
here.
you
It's
don't
going to
need to.
happen.
Yeah, dude, we've gotten
I really,
further in the last 2 weeks thanks to all these people that are coming and listening and finding out. You guys want to know why I'm so hard on this? I'm so hard on this because when I was 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, people took advantage of me in an orphanage. They raped me, they molested me, they took my innocence, they robbed me of my life, and I had nobody to speak for me. I cannot let that happen to anyone if I can help. And I will be within the law and hold him accountable for the shit that he's done. If I don't do that, then I've done the same thing that was done to me. I was tossed aside, not listened to, and not cared about. We cannot let this happen. Yeah, these kids might be adults now, but they still live with this. I assure you. Want to know how I know? Because I still live with it. I still live with it. I have to ensure that this guy pays penance for the crimes he's committed.
yeah.
So
Well
thank you
said,
so
brother.
much
Yeah.
for
And
listening.
thank you for being here, brother. I'm going to end this stream here in just a minute and then, we'll be back later and we'll finish this thing up, you know? Yeah. And I
Much,
come at it
much,
from,
much love to everyone. Much love to everyone, and much love to you, my brother.
I love you, bro. I love you, RB. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I come to this thing as a father. You know, I have a 12-year-old son. Um, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I sit back and watch somebody like Cecil just do as he pleases all over social media and the internet, because as we all know, it's too easy for children to find somebody like him. Um, you know, so it ain't gonna happen. That's why we're doing what we're doing. But So I've been talking back and forth with our guest, um, and it is going to happen today. So what's up, Pac? Yeah, guys. So it's hard for me to say hi. I don't like to interrupt RV when he's talking. So like when I'm thinking of you, I usually post your comment up top. So whenever you see me do that, just think to yourself, I'm saying hi to you. What's up, State? What's up, Bill Will? What's up, Pac? Who is this? What's up? Order. Love you, brother. State of Disorder. Daisy. Love you so much, Daisy. Witchy. WSP. What an amazing. You guys, I don't know how many of you guys have met the High Street Canceled channel, Coffee Break Podcast, High Street Canceled. If you're not subbed up to him, please sub to him because of that person. I actually don't know who it is. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, um, but I've been friends with that person for years on here. And that person will take Cecil's goofy clips, clip them, and then you can go back and watch them. And I always tell people, try to watch as much as you can on Cecil over there, so we're not giving him the views. Um, but yeah, one of the most under. I don't know. I seen your subs. I think you should have way more subs than you do. I think way more people should be following your channel. Shire Ghost. Oh, Shire, I seen you put a comment in. It said that you were over on my YouTube live stream, not the StreamYard, so I apologize about that. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm gonna jump off here and we're gonna wait for our guest. Let me check my messages one more time. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way too, the way Cecil was talking to Rabbi. Um, I'm not Jewish, but I got a lot of love for the Jewish people. So that was pretty fucked up, Cecil, the way you were talking to somebody you've never met before. Um, Shame on you for disrespecting a rabbi like that. Shame on you. Let's see here. Okay, I got you. I got you canceled. I know, Kim. You guys, I want to tell you guys so bad. Um, it's not that I'm like hiding it from you or using that as like to make this suspenseful. I haven't interacted with this guy as much as like say other people in our community. So I just want to do it the right way. I don't want to disrespect him by mentioning his name before he comes on. I'm going to let him do that. I know you guys understand that. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm in the middle of moving right now too. My house that I'm in right now is a mess. I just picked up a bunch of boxes. Got me a new dolly. Yeah. Order if you want to get with me. I'd love to have you on the stream too. To be honest, if you would be interested, I'd love to have you. I will happily send you a link. A link. You have my phone number, right, Order? I've given you my number before, right? Yeah, we're going to be back. I'm going to jump off here, but we're going to be back. And you know, I'm at least going to let you know what's going on. Like when I hear something, I'll let you guys know. Okay, great. Well, I'm just gonna keep you posted. You know, when if it happens, when it happens today, I'll let you know. And if you're able to do it, we'd all love to have you here. So, and if anybody else has a burning desire to jump up with us, hit me in my comments. You're all a part of this. We are all equal. You know, all of you are. And I mean it. If you guys want to jump on with us, let me know and I'll get you a link. So if you're interested in that, just hit me in the comments. Awesome. Listen, I love you guys. I've already talked too much. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry it didn't go the way I expected it and told all you guys. So my bad, my apologies. I'll make it right. And I'll see you guys soon.